welcome back. This is AndreaProeber with Great Expectations Realty, in case you didn't know that already. So this week we are going to be talking real estate, the changes that have already happened so far in 2021, and we are also going to be talking Gators. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I guess we'll start with the Gators. Down here, that normally, if I were to say, let's talk Gators, everybody instantly thinks of football. For us, it's all, the Gators are the football team. That's only, half hour, 45-minute drive up the road. But no, I'm actually going to be talking about the actual alligators. That's a huge thing. It's actually hit national news, where some guy had, he had a little cute puppy, and it's the same kind of puppy that we have, so that's awesome. A little Cavalier King Charles Spaniel, just absolutely the most adorable little thing. Well, apparently he was right by this wildlife area or whatever, and a little 4-foot gator comes up out of the water, snatches the puppy that wasn't on a leash, and just tries to drag it back in the water. So this man, he was like 74 years old, he has a cigar in his mouth, never dropped his cigar, went into the water, grabbed the gator, pried its mouth open, and released his puppy. Puppy is fine. He had like one little tooth mark on it, and went to the vet. Everything was fine. So overnight in the vet for observation, and puppy was good to go. But it showed like everybody around the world that, Florida has alligators. Okay, we know we have alligators. But yeah, apparently I've gotten onto this debate over the weekend about, on YouTube, actually. I was talking back and forth in the comments with someone about the gators here. And I mean, for us, it's not really a thing. For here up in, Ocala anyway. Now, if you were to go down into like the Everglades or into one of the marshier kind of low country, okay, yeah, they're gonna have, gators all the time. Maybe here, if you're really close to water, like a pond or one of the rivers or something like that, where it's kind of marshy, absolutely. If you're out in the forest, Ocala National Forest has gobs of gators, I'm sure. So absolutely, it's a thing. But like, in most neighborhoods here, you're not gonna see a gator anywhere at all, like at all, especially not like huge, massive ones. You're gonna see like little ones, maybe. I don't know. You gotta just think of how much space that, a gator would actually need. Anyway, so I was like, okay, well, if you have a fence, it should be no big deal. Instantly somebody posted, oh, and there's this gator climbing a privacy fence. I was like, okay, didn't know that could happen, but that's pretty rare. So then somebody else posted, I think it was the same guy actually, he posted a gator climbing into a 2-story balcony. That is a one-time thing, okay? That it's just, and again, this was in low country. This wasn't like, up here. So yeah, that stuff just doesn't happen. If you're on a golf course and there's the ponds and the marshy areas and stuff like that, yeah, you might see a gator once in a while, but it's just so incredibly rare. So yeah, just don't think that we're all like out and about walking them on leashes or something like that. It just doesn't happen. Now, what you will find are the little tiny geckos. Those are like everywhere here, like absolutely everywhere. In fact, one scared me to death this morning because I came into the office and there's like this itty bitty little tiny gap in the window over by the coffee machine in the back, and this little tiny gecko thing can get in and out. If he grows any bigger, he's not going to be able to. But he's kind of cute, and at this point, I mean, we could probably keep him out and just block that. It's not like we're opening the window right now anyway, but at the same time, it's not really bothering anybody. So Kathy actually went and put like one of the house plants that we have in the office, to help clean the air and liven things up or whatever. She took one of the house plants and she put it over there in the window so he has a place to like hang out and live and stuff. And I'm like, well, you know, he's probably eating bugs anyway. So, you know, if anything else comes in, he's got it. I forgot about him completely. And then this morning I went to go and grab some coffee, and apparently we scared each other. So he jumped, I jumped back, and, you know, he went over to his plant. I'm like, you need to stay in that thing. Okay, just stay in the plant, stay away from my coffee machine. Anyway, so those little itty bitty ones, those, you'll find those all over the place. They don't do anything. They basically just try and scurry out of the way when you're walking. I mean, they're just really, it's not really a big thing. But those we'll see all the time. We're just not going to see, you know, alligators. I can't actually remember the last time I have seen an actual gator. So I actually did go ahead and check because this is apparently something that people throughout the country are actually worried about, and they really think that we have like gobs of gators all over the place. I mean, there's other things I worry about at night. Alligators aren't it. But I did go ahead and check, and apparently in Marion County, since I guess the 1970s, they've been checking this or whatever. So since the 1970s, they actually have listed how many people have been attacked and killed by alligators. And that's throughout the entire state of Florida. And it was literally just a handful. But in Florida, about 20 years ago, there was one girl that was actually attacked and killed by an alligator. And she was actually snorkeling in the forest. I mean, she was like out there. This wasn't like, you know, the Rainbow River where it's gobs of people and stuff. No, this was like way out there. So she was out snorkeling in one of the springs out there, and yeah, she was attacked by an alligator, and she was actually drowned. So that is the one thing, is they actually will drown you. So yeah, so once since like 1970. One. So that's not to say that you don't need to be careful and everything when you're actually in their environment, which is the marshy kind of, you know, rivers and ponds and stuff like that. But at the same time, you don't have to be like scared in your own backyard. We just don't have it that much. So just in case you were curious about it, I don't know if anybody else wants to comment and say the last time they actually saw a gator, or, you know, if that's actually a fear for them, because it's just really not for me, but, you know, to each their own. So yeah, we were going to talk gators today. Although there is a truck stop not far from my house where they actually have live, you know, gators in there that you can go in and pet. So, you know, there's that. I know over at Silver Springs, there's quite a few gators out in that springs. But, you know, people go kayaking and swimming and all sorts of stuff in those waters, and nobody has ever been attacked to my knowledge, and I did look it up. You are much more likely to actually get struck by lightning. That is definitely a thing. I don't think me or my husband have any fear of gators, but definitely have a fear of getting struck by lightning. We have a lot of lightning here, so that, yeah, make sure you got some good surge protectors in your house, or, you know, lightning rods. I've actually seen and sold quite a few houses that have lightning rods, you know, to the house. So that's a thing. Okay, so getting off of that, to answer the alligator question that you guys have, because apparently that is a question, and with so much media about that guy who never dropped his cigar and saved his puppy from the gator. Keep in mind, it went after a small, loose puppy. It did not go after the guy. So we're all kind of like, yeah, okay. Okay, so let's talk real estate. We are actually getting listings. Yes. So there's actually a lot of listings coming on the market. Over the weekend, I actually saw twice when I looked on MLS where we actually had more listings coming on the market than pending going off. So that was really cool. That has changed back today. So far we have, I wrote it down, 24 listings to 37 pendings. So there were obviously a lot of showings and stuff over the weekends. So, you know, it kind of went back to what it's been for a while. but it's still good news. It's still good news. We had an open house that was pretty well attended over in Del Webb Spruce Creek Golf and Country Club. I actually did that one. It was fantastic. It is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and it has a little office, and it's all the furnishings included. And that one's going for $212,900. And when I say all the furniture, I mean like the TVs, the Bose surround system, the Bose system in the kitchen, the portable generator. I mean, everything. Like, just come in with your toothbrush and you're golden. Okay, so that one was ready to go. We also have an open house coming up this weekend over in the Shores. That house just hit the market. That's over at 14 Hemlock Court Pass. It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath with an office. So you could probably turn that into a 5th bedroom if you wanted to pretty easily. It has a screen back porch, fully fenced backyard. It has an above ground, really nice above ground pool. And then a shed as well in the back. And of course it's a 2-car garage if I did not mention that already. That one is going for $209,900. Really, really, really cute house. It seems very private and stuff in the back, so it's got like trees and stuff behind the fence. So anyway, that one, we've got an open house coming up on that this weekend from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. I'm going to try and have Gurr the dinosaur out there, so you'll actually see an inflatable dinosaur over on Mare Camp. That's us. So we couldn't do that in the Spruce Creek Golf and Country Club. They would have like not been happy with that at all. But in the Shores, yay, we get to do it. So we will have that out there. We also have a house in Southwest in Kings Court. Now it's actually a pool home. It's not far from my house. It's literally like a mile from where I live. It's just basically on the other side of 49th Avenue Road. So that one is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage with an office. So again, you could do that one like a 4-bedroom, or, you know, just have an office. That would be cool too. That one has a fully fenced backyard. It's a pool home. It's an in-ground pool home with a big, you know, bird cage thing over it. So pool cage, whatever, screened in-ground pool. Anyway, so that one is on the market as well. I will get back to you as far as the open house when there is going to be one, if there's going to be one over there. It depends on what the seller would like. But yeah, we're still selling more than, you know, what's coming out, but at least we have more on the horizon coming to the market, which is phenomenal. Okay, property management. I know you guys have a lot of questions about rentals. If you're moving down here or you're moving to the area and you need a rental, instead of, you know, just purchasing something right away, and you actually just want to, you know, fill out the neighborhoods, fill out the area, check the drive time to your work, that kind of thing. We do have rentals available. In fact, our property management company has grown, portion of the company has grown so much that we are actually adding a property manager. So we have a new property manager. His name is Alex Hernandez. He's absolutely awesome, real go-getter. He has experience as a leasing agent, but this is the first time he's doing property management. But he's just taking to it like a duck to water. So absolutely phenomenal. So welcome, Alex. He is actually bilingual. I think you guys might have seen the YouTube video that him and I did together. He does do sales and property management, like all of us do property management or have done property management here. So yeah, that's up to 4 of us that are doing property management here in Great Expectations Realty. So that is just, it's just growing like leaps and bounds. So really exciting there. We do have quite a few rentals hitting the market, so definitely check our website out. It's at greatexpectationsocala.com, and I think we have like 7 or 8 that are hitting the market. I think there's like 3 or 4 of them up there right now, but yeah, we've got like 7 or 8 people. And some of them are like people that have moved out. Some of them are like brand new houses hitting the market, that like brand new construction, never been lived in. And then, you know, some are just new to us, property management. So kind of kind of cool. But yeah, if you want to get in touch with our property managers, just go ahead and call our property management line, which is the 352-322-9497. So the sales side or the office side is the 352-817-9160. And then for property management and leasing, that one is the 352-322-9497. Okay, so that is pretty much it. That is, you know, our market in a few minutes or less. I did want to share with you really quick what the interest rate of the day, which I forgot to look up. There we go. Mortgage interest rate today, January 11th. Let's see. I'm going to say 3% off the top of my head, but let's just see. Yep. 30-year fixed rate is 2.926%. So pretty much 3%. So yeah, that did spark kind of a debate this morning amongst our sales agents when we were talking about making offers and, you know, making sure they're competitive and stuff. So we have a meeting with the sales agents every morning at 9 a.m. through actually Facebook Messenger. So, but yeah, that was one of the questions, is how to make your offer competitive. And I mean, we do use escalation clauses, and we also try to use the earnest money deposit, because a lot of people are using like the USDA, which is zero money down. It's a federal program. So it's not just a, you know, it used to have the mortgages that were like, you know, kind of fly by night, kind of, oh, you know, ARM, adjustable rate mortgages and stuff. Anyway, it's not that. Okay, this is a USDA. So it's actually zero money down, but you can, of course, you know, put money down if you so desire. And of course, there's VA, which is zero money down. Also, obviously, Veterans Affairs, it's a government-backed program. But those, you can do zero money down, and the sellers may think that, you know, you might not have enough money to close and it's kind of iffy or whatever. So I was mentioning to them, I mean, I know there's a lot of people that have plenty of cash. They can go ahead and do, you know, 10, 15% down, 20% down, whatever. And they're like, at 3% interest rate? No, I'm going to hold on to my cash. So, you know, I can kind of see where they're coming from there. You know, if it goes to, you know, putting a fence in or a pool in the backyard, or putting more money towards their, you know, mortgage at 3% interest, that's pretty low. So, I mean, you can kind of see where they're not wanting to necessarily do that, because it's, again, it's so low of interest rate. It's like crazy low. I can't even imagine at the end of their 30-year mortgage what the prices and interest rates are going to be at that time. I can't even fathom what rentals are going to go for at that point. So obviously it's still a really good deal to go ahead and get that 30-year mortgage. Even better if you get a 15, because then it's an even better interest rate normally. So just a heads up on that. If you have any questions about mortgages and interest rates or anything like that, I have a whole slew of lenders that I love referring people to. I'm not affiliated with them at all, but I just really love how they do business. So just get a hold of me and I will give you some names and numbers of people that you can work with that are awesome. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. We've got a crazy rental market. We got a crazy sales market. Alligators are, you know, in the water where they're supposed to be, not climbing balconies. Good. And I guess that's about it for this week. I guess I will talk to you soon. I do want to leave you on a positive note. Here we go. Monday, January 11th. Be steadfast, immovable, always having plenty to do in the work of the Lord, knowing that your labor is not in vain in connection with the Lord. He will remember what you do for him. So 1 Corinthians 15:58 is the text for today. I love reading my text for the day, so I figured I would start sharing with you guys as well. And if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, definitely hit me up online on Facebook or YouTube, or just go ahead and give us a call. 352-817-9160. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.